my name is Robert Bentley and I'm running for re-election as town moderator. Why do I want to be moderator for another 3 years? Sometimes I ask myself the same question. But in the end, it comes down to my feeling that our New England-style town meetings are the purest form of democracy there is. They allow you, the voter, to make your voices heard on any of the issues being discussed and to have an active voice in our town government. I want to help you experience the true democracy that is town meeting. Upon taking office, amazingly, now 3 years ago, I posted a substantial amount of information regarding how town meetings are conducted and hopefully gave you a good understanding of the flow. In addition to a glossary of common terms, I spelled out the rules and gave you a guide on making presentations to the body. At town meetings, I follow the guidelines set forth in Town Meeting Time, a book written specifically for and about New England town meetings, and supplement that with Robert's Rules of Order. And yes, that is both the book and me. I try to be fair in recognizing all of the voters who wish to speak and try to make sure that everyone who wants to can put in their 2 cents worth. I have a set rule where no one person is allowed to speak another time until all of the voters who want to speak have done so. I feel that I've done an okay job as your moderator and ask for your vote on the 25th. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Helen Maroney and I am a current Board of Selectmen in Carver. And I'm running for re-election. Some of you know me and some of you don't, so I just wanted to spend a few minutes to chat with you. Unfortunately, I'm running unopposed, and that's unfortunate because it would have been much more exciting to see more townspeople wanting to get involved with town government. But because I'm running unopposed, what I would like to do is sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for voting me in 3 years ago. I can't believe it's been 3 years already. I want to thank you for having trust in me as a first-time selectman. And I just wanted to share with you a few of the things that we have been busy working on over the past 3 years. It's been difficult challenges, but we've gotten through them. And not only that, I think the direction of this town is changing for the better. It's much more positive, and I hope that path continues. I want to break it down into 3 different areas of things that we've accomplished and myself. I speak we because nobody could do anything without one another, and I'm referring to the Board of Selectmen in the town itself. Number 1, I personally have worked consistently to protect the taxpayers. I voted in and worked with the town administrator to create a financial management policy. That financial management policy has helped us to keep direction so that when we go to build the new school, the bond raters are going to look at us in a positive light. If we don't have any guidance in a financial management policy, it may cost us more money to build the school because based on how strong our town is financially, the bond raters will charge us more interest. So it was key to get this financial management policy in place. In regards to the financial management policy, I supported the creation of an OPEB fund. For those who don't know, OPEB is other post-employee benefits. There's a lot of unfunded liability within this town regarding OPEB, and we wanted to create a fund to be proactive before the state mandates that we have to be in terms of starting to put money aside to take care of all these unfunded liabilities. I have strongly advocated for accountability in town government. I was one of the biggest proponents of performance appraisals, if you recall, during my first election. I helped create the first draft for a town administrator performance appraisal. Our past town administrator, although he did a great job, in his 16 years, we only had 1 appraisal done for him. It's irresponsible that we would have continued on without having any accountability for a person who is the leader of our town. So now we're on the right track. We have a performance appraisal for the town administrator, and now I hope it will trickle down to the other departments. I supported and will continue to support and defend the Purchase Street neighborhood and everything that they went through with the solar project that was put into their backyard. Sometimes I support things that are sensitive issues. and I will always do that for the residents. On the state level, I was out on the streets gaining petition signatures to protect you from having automatic gas tax increases. And through a concerted effort with many, many residents and state officials, we were able to get that repealed. So you will not have an automatic gas tax hike every year. I am not afraid to challenge the status quo, and I think if people watch the Board of Selectmen's meetings, you will find that even though something is sensitive, sometimes very difficult to talk about, I am not afraid to bring it up. For example, in continuing to try to bring financials in a better position, I'm not afraid to say that the employees may have to go from a 75-25 share of health insurance to a 50-50 split. It's very difficult to walk around in the town hall when you're proposing something like that, but it has to be done. The third thing is I think I brought a lot of positive change to this town. First, I was the first selectman to ever offer business hours. I continue to do so. I try to change where my office hours are so I can promote the local businesses. Right now I am currently at Frosty Dogs on Saturday at 11:30. I proudly screened, interviewed, and ultimately hired the new police chief, the new town accountant, and the town administrator. Again, those were very challenging times. I got a lot of ridicule for the process we were going through, but I knew that change is important in this town, and we are doing wonderful with this positive change. I directed, well, with all of the Board of Selectmen, directed the town administrator to form a building school committee and the governance committee. We wanted to start bringing the camaraderie in the town, and we brought many factions of the town together from political spectrums of the aisle to work on the critical issues in town so that everyone would have skin in the game, and that's working out fabulously. I think most people know how well the progress of the new elementary school is coming along. I'm an active participant in mobilizing the community. We've had serious overdoses and heroin epidemics over the past few years. I helped Scott Neef, the principal, draft the mission statement for this great community group that we have formed. But most important, I went back and forth whether I wanted to run again. But when I began sitting with the new Board of Selectmen, we have developed, the majority of us, Alan, Ron, Dick, and I, a great camaraderie. We are able to work through discussions and do it civilly, and we come to conclusions and solutions that are going to help this town. We actually laugh a lot now. Again, if you watch these selectmen's meetings, I think continuity when something is going so well should continue. And that is why I decided to run for selectman. Believe it or not, that was the main reason that sealed the deal. The last, and in my heart, the most important positive thing I brought to this town was I brought prayer to the selectmen's meetings. Again, a very controversial, sensitive topic, even though, in my opinion, I don't think it should be. We have, the majority of Carver residents are Christians. This country was founded on Christian principles. What better way to start a harmonious meeting is than bringing the community together in prayer. The next 3 years, I continue to work to protect the taxpayers, work on the financial management policy. I really want to focus on business. Most people won't say what they think they may have failed on. I think I was weak on working with the businesses in the community. We got shifted on focus with the school and the infrastructure problems. But I commit to you that my next 3 years, I am going to concentrate more on helping the businesses in this town. I have been humbled by this experience. I've been humbled the fact that you trusted me. And I just hope that I can continue to earn your trust and earn your vote on Saturday, April 25th. It has been a pleasure, and I love this town, and I love working for you.
My name is Sarah Hewins, and I'm running for re-election for the Carver Board of Selectmen. I'm a 23-year resident of Carver. I've been married to my husband, Steve Dewhurst, for 31 years, and I have a son, David, who attended Carver schools and is now in college. I've served on the Board of Selectmen for the past 6 years, and I was elected to and served on the Planning Board for 2 terms for 10 years. I was also your conservation agent for 15 years until I retired last spring. I've also represented you on many town and regional committees, including the regional Plymouth Carver Aquifer Advisory Committee. The Plymouth Carver Aquifer protects and cleans both our vital drinking water and our largest commercial base, agriculture. One committee that I'm particularly proud of continuing to serve on is our Municipal Playground Committee. We built our town's first playground in the center of town, and we are in the process of upgrading the playground this spring. I'm also very proud of the Tuesday Toddler Story Hour I've been running as a volunteer at the library for the past 18 years. It's been my pleasure to help young children get a start in life since my own son was very young by helping these children enjoy learning. It's been a very great but humbling pleasure to see children who attended my story hour grow up and bring their own children to my story hour. Being a selectman in a small town like Carver is about accomplishing real things that matter for the residents we represent. In my various positions over the years, I've been able to help preserve hundreds of acres of land from inappropriate development, establish a working town website for more open government, introduce curbside recycling while cutting trash and recycling hauling expenses to residents by 50%, cutting our town energy bill by 11%, and avoiding tax-negative development that would have raised your taxes and strained our already lean services. These are real results, and that's what you should expect of your elected officials. I believe my record of service speaks for itself. I've been your representative for many years. Right now, our town, our homeowners, and most of all our children need a new elementary school, and I believe we can't afford not to build it as soon as possible. We can't afford to compromise our children's education. We need 4 votes out of 5 on the Board of Selectmen to put a school vote on the ballot. It's the financially responsible thing to do, and more importantly, it's the right thing to do. Even though this election is not a contested race, I'm still asking for your support and for your vote on Saturday, April 25th. It's important to make your voice heard. Polls are open at the Carver Middle High School from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're going to be out of town that day, please contact the town clerk's office for an absentee ballot. Thank you for your support.